I want to talk crime because, as we all know, crime... Thank you, Ben. Ben's just delivered my tea, which I may well need. Macha nui. Thank you, Ben. Crime was, of course, a large part of the campaign, a large part of National, New Zealand First and ACT's rise to power. And that came on the back of a series of, in some cases, absolutely fatal crimes against dairies in this country, booze stores and small retailers. And the ram raid prior to the election was the crime of choice amongst a large number of mostly very young New Zealanders. One of the people who made that an issue by constantly advocating for the members of his organisation was Sunny Kaushal, the chair of the Dairy Owners Association. So I thought it would be good this morning to go back to Sunny. As police are in a pay dispute, they've put a freeze on hiring backroom staff. Go back to Sunny and see if the change of government has changed the fortunes of dairy owners. Sunny, thank you for joining us again. Welcome to the platform.
Very good morning, Sean. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Sunny, are things any better than they were before the election for your members?
Yesterday, we have released the official police data, which has come very shocking, though not surprising. But this is what we have been talking. We spoke with you last year a few times. The data reveals there were 148,599 retail crimes reported to police last year.
148,000.
That means a retail crime roughly every 3.5 minutes, 17 an hour, or 407 crimes every single day in 2023.
Wow.
So, an average 6 retailers a day were physically or sexually assaulted at work, and that were 26% more sexual assaults than 2022 and 118% greater than 2015. And this is a reported crime. Retail crime figures will be much higher as most crime goes unreported.
It's reported, so it's got Goris Garriman in there. Sunny, do we know since the election if anything has changed, or is it going to take a while to turn this ship around? I mean, are you disappointed with the way things are going at the moment? Are you concerned that the police are in a pay dispute with the government right now?
Answering to your first question, the new government was elected with high hopes, and it has to now deliver to our expectations. And we need the immediate action on the ground with a clear timeline. There must be a zero tolerance for this kind of crime. We do not want to be waiting for another 6 years. The pendulum of justice has swung too far, much in favor of criminals. So we cannot allow them to prey on our community for another 3 years or 6 years. And we must prioritize the rights of law-abiding citizens over the rights of criminals. And on the police side, I think every New Zealander should be concerned. These are the men or women in uniform who are putting themselves in line for us. They are out there day and night saving us, and they need to be well equipped, well resourced, and well looked after. They need to have also the full powers. The government must allow the police to do policing with full force, and the justice system should be able to hold the criminals accountable.
All right, Sunny, is there anything the government could be doing or should have done since it got into office that it hasn't and that you want it to do?
Two things. A is we can learn from Australia's model to reform our Crimes Act, laws on self-defense and property defense. Powers of citizens' arrest can be easily addressed. And the other thing is the police force and justice system needs to earn the faith they have lost over the years.
Okay, that's a fairly, amorphous kind of thing, re-earn the faith. It's not a policy, is it? It's a feeling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you look at, for example, in 2025, and get this, police made roughly 1 arrest for every second crime reported. In 2023, that slipped to 1 arrest for every 50 retail crimes reported. So we did it better. We must do better again.
Okay, and you do want the government to be tough on crime, obviously.
They need,
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you see, there was a court action. We welcome increased court action last year, but there is a but. Only 8,352 criminals saw the inside of courtroom, meaning that 94% who bashed, burgled, or stole from retailers did not. And if you look at the young offenders, they were 32% higher than in 2022. And we checked with the Ministry of Education also, violence is mirrored at schools. So the assaults, disobedience, and harmful behavior accounted for 9 out of 10 expulsions.
Yeah, well, when it's okay for kids to spit at people or spit on the ground and have violent harkers in front of people, what do you expect, Sunny?
Yet there is a silence over school violence. And you're right, we need to stop them young before they take roots.